Welcome to the 2K Sports Studios. I'm Greg Gumbel, along with my partner Clark Kellogg. Coming up on the NCAA Tournament Edition of College Hoops Tonight, brought to you by State Farm, the #1 auto insurer. We'll review some of the great matchups in the first weekend of March Madness, as well as give you a look at all the great games you can expect in the Sweet 16. But we begin with the player who dominated the first week of the tournament.
Woods was phenomenal this week. As performances by two guards go, his ranks up there with any of them this season.
As usual, the first weekend of March Madness had what are sure to be some of the most dramatic contests of the entire tournament. Our first game was an outstanding matchup from the first round. Oklahoma dismantled Coppin State.
Sometimes you see a team come out flat in a first-round game, but that was not the case here. They looked fresh, and this seemed more like a mid-round game to me, Greg. Oklahoma really muscled up down low and was able to convert a lot of easy chances close to the basket. Whether it was the big men or the guards, they made the most of their opportunities. They established their inside presence from the start and were able to rely on getting their points down low throughout the game.
Next up was another exceptional tournament contest. Monmouth got by USC.
This game needed the full clock to decide who was going to come out as the winner. The action was so back and forth that the crowd never had a chance to relax the entire game.
Palmer was not going to be denied. His 26 points led all scorers. Watching him basically put his teammates on his back and single-handedly carry them to the victory in a big game situation like this was stupendous. This isn't a preseason tournament, Greg. This is the big dance. He stepped up in a way that few players can in this kind of spotlight. And for that, we should give him a big imaginary high five.
Now, let's turn our attention to a few of the huge battles upcoming this week in the Sweet 16. We're really getting into the meat of March Madness now. This should be a terrific matchup. Both these teams are fighting to improve their position among the nation's elite teams, and they're going to have to go through each other to do it. And how about another huge matchup from the third round? There are two of the sport's great head coaches facing off in this contest. These men are synonymous with the game of college basketball itself, and no matter how much respect they have for each other, you know there's quite a bit of pride on the line.
Syracuse has been one of the best teams to this point of the tournament in terms of playing with freedom. And what I mean by that is they tend to not play under pressure. And I think that's a credit to their coach, who's among the best in the game. I think they'll prevail because of that confidence and poise.
That's our show, everyone. For all of us here at the 2K Sports Studios, thanks for watching. Enjoy the tournament. We'll see you next week on College Hoops Tonight, brought to you by State Farm, the #1 auto insurer.